went into a conversation just before the break about the start of your journey, your childhood. Let's speak about how the formation of TKZee came about.
I met Makesh when I was 13 years old. Wow. It was the night before first day of school at Saints. We were there for standard 6, grade 8. Makesh hadn't come yet. And all the kids that were in standard 6 went to school, went to prep school with him. So they knew him. Used to call him Chubbs. No, Chubbs is still coming. Stanley Skrima Shabalala's son. And obviously Stanley Skrima is like, wow, okay, who's this? He comes way after everybody. Flashy tracksuit, earring, chains.
He sounds like his dad's son.
You know when you just like click, you're like, here's this been looking for, you know? And we just hit it off, man. And it was music again. And then Zwei came the following year. Zwei, same thing. You know, his reputation preceded him because he came from Drakensberg Boys Choir. So there's like, yo, there's this guy, Drakensberg Boys Choir, coming to school. Who is this guy, you know? He also kind of joined us. He was our senior. And it was music yet again, you know, but here was this guy who had a completely different view of what music was.
Yeah.
Choral singing. And I guess, yeah, you could say that was TKZee.
When did you finally realize this is our sound and this is what we're going to
start? From the beginning. Yeah, from the beginning. We weren't intentional about it, but it was 3 friends, 3 brothers who loved each other deeply, who were in the same space. We were making music and there was no wrong way of making music.
Well, there's no denying that you really changed the game. You changed the culture of music in a big way in South Africa. When did you guys realize that you made it?
When we were making like Palafala, in the making of it, we were like, okay, cool, this is it.
Also incredible timing, right? Considering the time of Ep4 and, you know, you got the World Cup coming up.
Yeah. South Africa, the potential that was in the air to latch onto that energy when you had something that people wanted. It was just explosive, you know.
What made you all so different, but in the same breath, like so similar?
Our love of laughter, like we'll laugh at anybody. That was the foundation of just 3 school friends really having, you know, a good time. It was never a job, like we were having a blast, you know. We respected each other enough. And especially with me, I think there was a care that they had in kind of reconciling that I was very inexperienced. I guess Makesh having a little bit of experience from Mashamplani, Zwei Zwei has literally been in the business since he was 12. It was a great environment for me to grow in, and they allowed for that to happen, you know.
And it sounds like it was quite egoless as well.
Nah, big time. I think in its pure form, it was egoless. But then now, you see, you start making a lot of money and, you know, kind of letting the outside influences creep in. It does spoil the fun a little bit.
Tell me more about that. What were some of those things that making the ego come to the forefront before the actual person?
I guess, yeah, what certain people feeling that, you know, they're carrying the weight a little bit more and it starts not becoming about the collective. We went through a little bit of that.
What contribution would you say you had to that?
To the outside eye, it looks like, wow, geez, Makesh is really contributing to this thing more than anybody. Zwei is on the beats and stuff like that. Like, got low ends, you know what I'm saying?
And how would you act that out?
I was chilled, but I think a lot of it maybe was fear because, okay, your future is in jeopardy. What's going to happen? And that's why Makesh went and did his own solo album. And maybe there was a little bit of, yeah, but I kind of feel I'm kind of pulling my weight, let me do my own thing. And cool, do your own thing, you know. Same thing with Zwei, you know.
And that fear then that came with starting your own solo career, how did you end up navigating that and then overcoming it and then actually finding your own feet within yourself?
The word of God says, if you faint in the day of adversity, there wasn't anything to you in the first place. So that was kind of a man being put in a corner. I had to make it happen. Like what else was I gonna do?